second bootcamp or the market. This is the second momentum class that we're having. So welcome and thank you for joining us. We're doing marketing bootcamp today. So this is going to be agent training marketing bootcamp. So I hope you guys are prepared because we are going to be discussing some things that you should know in regards to getting more business. Now it's funny because one of the things that are it's in this series is basically we have to prospect. This is for you to prospect and generate leads so that once it's generated, you convert them and you do your client care systems. This is basically of the momentum model, the operational model of all the courses. Just to let you know, I was going through the courses. I've been going through the courses. So there's about 20 courses in momentum. Each one of them is instrumental to our business. It might be maybe a second go around about it because maybe we've done it before, maybe we haven't understood it, so we're doing it again. It doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't matter how long you've been in this business. It always is good to go back to basics. In momentum, if we stay focused on basics and accept the basics, your production will go to the next level. So marketing is part of this model. This is one of the 5 different components. So the different components that we're going to be learning in this momentum class, we're going to be talking about farming, property calls, yard calls, just listed, just sold. So why don't we go to look at page 3 if you guys can of your sheets, of your worksheets. And honestly, the purpose of this is to effectively leverage your existing working relationships, meaning we go back to your past clients, your current clients, and we're going to even discuss future clients, how you can get the business and how you can leverage yourselves from it. Momentum is structured, especially for this class, so that you can build up systems that work for you, even if you're not working. How's that? That sounds really great, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it nice if you build systems to work for you when you're not working? I mean, it's beautiful because if you think about it, you can actually take a day off, and if these systems are running for you and going into play, it'll help you out. So this is the expectation of this class that you should be confident enough to market working relationships with a win-win attitude. So in this class, we're going to be discussing basically your beliefs, and we're going to have, guess what, an attitude check. It's funny to even say that because it's not coming from me, where I would probably say that in a regular class. But no, momentum actually asks our agents to have an attitude check in regards to how far and how willing are you to actually implement all of these things within your business for you to actually see the fruits of your labor. Okay? So here's the plan. If we stay focused on basics and accept the basics, your production will go to the next level. Like I said, marketing is part of the model, and we have 5 different components. So we have the farming, the property cards, yard sales, just listed, just sold. So this is the plan that they basically give you. And it also, when it goes to new, it could go to new sellers, new buyers, and at the bottom it says client care systems. Can anybody explain to me what client care systems are?
CRM.
That's one. Anything else? Come on, guys. Client care systems. What does that mean?
The database.
That's part of your CRM. So client care systems can be, and it can be your CRM. It's your customer service skills. It's your touch skills, your 8x8s, your postcards, your mailers, your phone calls. That's what client care services entails. And then it leads to yard signs, home ads, internet leads, just listed, just sold. So that's the plan overview, okay? So again, what is this course about? In this course, I believe there's like 35 pages in this pamphlet. This pamphlet is very usable. How can I say? It's user friendly. It's agent friendly. What I mean by that is that, everybody's always asking for what? Scripts. I need a script for this. I need a script for that. You have scripts in here. They're already pre-made, already done for you, so that if you wanted to contact just sold, just listed, yard signs, or even the ones that are saying, I'm already working with an agent, they're already in this pamphlet. It's easy for you to go through them. And what I recommend is, teaming up with somebody, having an accountability partner, and role play with them. Okay? Now let's talk about this. We always want to talk about the financial security. Why do we want to do that? Because again, when it comes down to your operational model, when we're dealing with farming, we're going to talk first about smart farming. When we're talking about farming or any type of work related to getting your business, we also have to make sure that we have to invest back in the business, okay? So when it comes down to your smart farm, because we are going to be talking about your geographic farming. Geographic farming, you should already know that you should be looking at a farm area that has a turnover rate of what? Anyone?
At least 5%.
They say 5% in the business. I go 6 and over. So 5 over, 6 over. Why not under?
They don't move that often.
They don't move. Those are the ones that are probably living there forever and a day. They're probably going to be giving their homes to their children. Yeah, or they're gonna be there, even if they don't have children, they're gonna be there empty nesters and they probably will pass in that home. So we wanna look at a turnover rate again of what, 5-6% and over. This will help your smart farm. I wanna pull back a little bit before I get to this in regards to the smart farm farming thing. I wanna talk about something that agents in general, especially all of us, because I'm included in it, especially everyone that's viewing on YouTube, on this page. What is the one thing that agents lack in regards to their business?
Follow.
That's one, but this is an important one. It goes digging deeper to you.
Initiatives.
That's a good one. But the other one is patience. Why do we lack patience? Patience is a virtue. Patience is something that we have to learn. Everybody wants the business win. Now, do you think that if you went door knocking one day, you're gonna get business the following day? No, exactly. You have to go door knocking, you have to be farming, you have to be on the phone. For a lengthy period of time, momentum tells us that the structure of we implement these model operators. With patience and with time, we will gain that. We'll gain the business, but it's all about systems. So that's why I wanted to pull back a little bit before I get to this in regards to the smart farm. We have to have patience. When it comes down to farming, it doesn't happen overnight. When it comes down to coming into the office, you can't expect for a lead to what? Drop on your lap. No. You have to generate it for it to come. And it might not be generated right away, but at one point it will be. At the same time, when it comes in that lead, we have to have systems. We have to have follow-up. So that's very important. So let's go to the smart farm. So it says here, you're one of an agent. So it goes by years. You're one of an agent, 2, 3, 4, 5. The year one, at least get 250 prospects. So in your smart farm area, contact your title rep. Find out where your turnover rate is. And remember, it has to be what? 5-6% and up. Find out what your target area is. Develop it. Send out mailers. They ask that you start with 250 mailers one time per month. Your conversion rate is typically low, will be 1%. From there, you should be able to get at least 3 transactions by the end of the year. At least. And yes, at the end of the year, because you have to be doing this consistently. I go by the end of the year because honestly, people forget to do this and they say, you know what, I'll do one time here, not the next month, the following month after. And guess what? Probably another agent is beating you to it, or you could lose business, or it just doesn't happen. So of the GCI, your gross commission your gross commissions, from there, you reinvest back into your farm so it can increase. Your investment in farming must be patient. So I want to go back to this. So the first year of your prospects, you have 250 mailers going out once a month. If you do that in total, at the end of everything, you'll have 3,000 mailers going out. They're showing the cost of mailers being 50 cents. Obviously, we wish that were the case, but it's not. This is what they placed up here. So the investment of it is $1,500. Your conversion rate is 1%. They say that you should get at least 3 transactions, but that's based on what sales price do they have here? I know, right? 100. I want to know. Like
It's like that.
150,000, can you get anything California for, like, maybe
Mobile
like,
home?
in-
Maybe
like
mobile.
mobile home, maybe like in Blythe? Or like, I don't know, like,
Another state.
like way over
Yeah.
there, yeah, in another state, because there are homes selling for 150,000 in other states. Look at the commission rate, 3%.
Yeah.
We're looking at what, two and a half?
2.5, you're right.
Yeah, 2.5 if you're
Yes.
lucky, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be on a good day to have 2.5.
2%.
Okay, so out of that, the GCI, your gross commissions, is 13,500. They're asking you to reinvest from this farming, from this, what you make from this, not in everything that you do, in this. 25% to go back to your, when you, in your second year of real estate, to update up your prospects to 313. But you see how it increments?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the first 5 years. Now, it's funny because they say that they say this. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm thinking it is correct because I've seen it myself. If you've made it your first 5 years in real estate, you're gonna make it longer than that. And I think when I first started, it was like, if you can make it the first 2 or 3 years. Now they're pushing it 5 years. If you made it the first 5 years, I mean, you have stability where you can go another 5 and then another 5. But here's the thing, guys, you can go another 5, but you have to work it in a systems practice. Okay, so how many of you guys have done smart farming? Okay, one.
Smart farming, like,
Okay, so smart farm means that you know your target area.
prospect one area only.
You prospect one area only. You are known in that area. The turnover rate is 6% or 5 to 6% or over. And you're all the time farming in that area. Have you done that? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, before.
Okay, so I want to tell you a quick story, guys. So, okay, I was born 1981. That was a long time ago. And I remember the agents with the gold jackets. I'm not going to say the company name, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the agents with the gold jackets are. But I also remember that in that neighborhood, there was one specific agent for that particular neighborhood. And I was like, wow, why do I see this person's signs? I was a kid when I was going with my mom and we were going to homes and she would be turning over and flipping homes, whatever. I see this agent signs all over the place. And I kept wondering why. And obviously back then I didn't know because I wasn't a realtor at a young age. But as I got older and then I got my license, I started noticing the same thing. And I was trying to figure out, why is it that I'm noticing in this particular neighborhood, this person's name all the time? And I'm like, man, this person must be popular. And I was like, I wonder what they do. Well, they were a realtor. That was their farm area. In the last, and I could be wrong about this, in the last close to 10 years, I have not, and I say 10 years because I've done the short sale business. I came here, I met Jennifer 9 years ago. I've known her for 8.5, been a partner for 7. Yeah, I have not seen people have a farm area because they've forgotten. That mentality has brought them back to thinking, I only want a quick buck. I got a commission here. They're not doing their target farm. There is an agent out of, and I'm going to say in the city of Moreno Valley, I'm not going to name her name, but I could say it's a her because I've dealt with her numerous times. She is ridiculous when it comes down to her farm area. She is consistent everywhere I go. I see her name. 4th of July just passed, right? Because we're at the end of July. I'm in escrow on a home in Moreno Valley. Guess what she did with the neighbors? Because it's her geographic farm area. She went and she got them, American flags? Mm-hmm. And they were able to post them at the front of the front yard in the corner. And no joke, it looks so pretty. That whole area had American flags, or not flying, but waving or whatever because of the wind.
The little ones?
Yeah, the little ones. And it had her name at the bottom of it. I'm like, that's smart. She dominates that area. She dominates that area. I've dealt with her numerous times on transactions, but she dominates. How many of us wanted to dominate an area? So why haven't we done it? Okay, there was agents here that that hit the Ontario market. There was one in particular, I remember her name because it's a her. Guess what? She's no longer around here anymore. She moved area. So that farm area is open. I'm noticing more farm areas open and no one's taking advantage of it. Why is that? Are we scared?
I have two areas. I have Pomona because the office is right here. I have Pomona and I have Fontana.
Okay, and consistently putting your name out there. That's what we need to do. So let's go on to, I believe, page 5 for you guys. So let's do your farming plan. So Vina, you said you haven't ever done, well, you've done it a long time ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the know, do, and have of smart farming. You have a prospect, you have a geographic farm area, then you do the smart farm system. Remember you guys, get in touch with your title reps for your farm area. I don't care who you use, what you use, but find out over 5 to 6% turnover rate for your farm area. You need to know area turnover rate, the solicitation dialogue, and the move of buyer dialogue, which is already implemented in here. The dialogue are basically scripts, okay? In this farming plan, you should be doing 8x8 post, like 8 and 8 postcards. Those are 8 touches, okay? This is designed to have you focused to achieve your goal. So you have to have your neighborhood update card, neighborhood website, tracking sheet, social media platform. So let's discuss, because they're asking, well, it's not that they're asking for a lot, it's that these are systems that we should already have in place. Your lead generation systems is your business. You have to have them working when you're not. So what to mail? Neighborhood update postcards. These are 8x8 touches, guys. It says here, you need lead generation systems working in your business even when you're not. This is a note. A downward shifting market provides a great opportunity to establish #1 position in a farm area. Simply because a lot of agents are either going out of business or drastically reducing their expenses. This is perfect for, guess what, our market right now. Because have you seen a lot of agents go bye-bye?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've seen a lot of agents, guess what I've seen? Because I do the numbers, I track numbers. Agents' numbers, guess what, are going low. Why is that?
Because they're not working. Yeah.
That's a great answer. And we're not talking bad about it, but yes, they're not working.
They expect more, and they don't have a resource, so and they don't work.
Listen, 9 times out of 10, if an agent has disappeared out of the market, it's either they're not working, they're retiring, or
they move to another job.
Because that's what's happening right now. Agents don't have the stability. Realtors in this business are lacking the stability or the word patience to understand systems for them to generate business for them. So therefore, they're looking for what? Another job.
Sometimes they are seasonal agents.
Exactly, or they're a referral agent. So they're really not around. So if that's the case, why not target neighborhoods? Why not get in there? So let's go to the smart farm basics. This is the 8x8. So what to mail? Remember, you must have a turnover rate of 5 to 6% and over. But let's make sure it's not dominated by another agent. Okay, do you hear that? Let's make sure it's not dominated by another agent. Listen, I respect the agents in my business as much as possible.
I was gonna ask you that. Like, can we get in trouble? Like, let's say, Pomona is big. Because I sold a couple of homes in Pomona, I farmed that area, right? But it's just like from Arrow Highway, and it's just like pretty much North Pomona. If I started going down Pomona, if it's another agent farming that area, can I get in trouble?
No.
If I start going through that, no?
Just
with her.
Just without it, agent.
Will you guys, will you allow me to keep it real for you guys? Can I keep it real? Get the business. If they're not doing something that you're gonna be doing and you're doing it better, why not?
Because sometimes the people don't wanna work with, they don't wanna work with
But I don't
that
like
specific
it.
agent.
Right.
It's funny, and I love that. I love that Angie said that. They might not like this agent. Do you know how many agents? Again, we're, how can I say it? We are a ton of agents.
Right, more agents than houses.
Exactly. We have more agents than homes and than inventory, but it's funny how people remember the ones that did what?
With customer service.
They did good customer service or the worst one, but they didn't do
Oh, yes.
anything.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And guess what? They are
They're not.
blacklisted, okay? They are blacklisted, so maybe what's not happening for them, maybe it could happen for you. Do I say get in on their turf? You might wanna be a little bit respectful about that, but if you don't see anything happening, why not? Get in there. The point of the story is we have to get the business, we have to do it some way, shape, or form.
Right.
And there is a quote, you can buy a number one position in someone's mind within 8-week time frame.
Say again?
Okay, I'm gonna say it again, but listen to it. You can buy the number one position in someone's mind within an 8-week time frame. So where am I getting at? The 8x8 touches. 8x8 touches. There's another saying, if you do a habit, if like you do it, I think for 30 or 45 days, this one is in my West Covina office, we have it on the wall, then it doesn't become a habit, it becomes just part of your life.
Right.
It's like going to the gym. If you go consistently over 30 days, it just becomes a routine naturally. It naturally does that. If you do the 8x8 touches with the client or with the neighborhood, they'll have you in their mind as a number one position than anybody else. Okay? We have the Marty Rodriguez's out there. I have an agent in West Covina. She's constantly up and going. She's always number one on those people's minds. So now we have to be number one in the seller's minds. Okay? So 8 weeks. So what I would suggest, I'll give you a piece of advice. On a piece of paper, write it down, what you would send out in a mailer for 8 weeks straight. You know why? Because if you think of something right now, which today is Monday, and you want to send it out tomorrow, if you're that fast, you send it out tomorrow. Do you want to wait till next week to think about what you're going to send out? No. Already have it on a list, 8 things that you're going to send out for 8 weeks straight to that target area, that target farm. People are going to know your business, and they're going to see that you're trying to basically get that turf. You want to dominate that area.
Question, I'm farming this area, and I already did door knocking 2 times a week. Should I keep another 2 times next week and then another 2 times? Try to do the 8 weeks in the same area?
You can do the door knocking. We'll talk into that. This is basically for mailers.
Oh, okay, got it.
This is for mailers. So, I mean, listen, I know we're all trying to get healthy during the summer, but it's hot.
It is.
It's hot.
Early or late.
Yeah.
But right now,
Hey, we
the
can
heat
sweat
is
all the
not
toxins.
stop
You guys-
until 8 p.m.
No, it is
Nobody's
hot.
gonna open the door at 8
We
p.m.
can sweat all the toxins we have in our bodies, so like.
We can sweat all the
And
coffee that
nobody
we
gets
drink all
really
day.
hot.
It gets super hot, and right now it's cool, but it's humid.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I suggest is this:
Before
Eight
I was,
8
sorry.
weeks straight, a mailer a week.
Yeah.
That farm area, 8 weeks straight. So guess what you guys have to do? You have to buy your stamps if you're gonna put it on a postcard. If you're gonna get prepaid, then you go to your US Postal Service office. I usually buy stamps where you can get them in bulk at the post office, or if you have a Costco card, there you go to Costco. I think it's cheaper at Costco, I believe. Then you get your postcards and send them out. Yes, sir.
So don't question that. My thing is, all that other stuff is great. Designing that postcard is my challenge. How do I do that?
WisePelican.com. WisePelican.com.
Marketing is not here, so like they don't help us with the design the postcard.
You would have to speak to marketing separately. I can't answer that. But WisePelican.com. Listen, if marketing, WISE ISE Pelican, PELICAN. C-A-N.
I'm sorry, I spell so slow, so like, can you slow for me?
Okay. So Wise, W-I-S-E, Pelican, P-E-L-I.
I know.
L-I. C-A-N .com. Okay, what I love about this service, not that I'm promoting them, but because I use them myself, they do the postcard for you, they mail it for you, you can put 200, and it's inexpensive actually. And if you have it set up where they send it every week, I think it'll be cheaper, but I use them myself, I like them, so there. If there's a different, service that you guys go to, so be it, they're off. Let's move on. After you do your 8x8 touches, guess what you do after that? Anybody?
You go walk the neighborhood and introduce yourself.
Wrong. No, I'm kidding. No, that is good.
To actually know you're a real person.
No, so what you do is, hold on, we're gonna get there. What you do is once a month, you send out a monthly newsletter.
Oh.
Email. Oh, I like that. Both of you guys went, at the same time.
Dr. White Pelican do that too.
No, bro, are you kidding me?
Oh, the newsletter you can find in the.
Let me tell you where you can find a newsletter at.
Where?
Etsy, ETSY.com.
What? Otra vez?
Otra vez, ETSY.com.
what?
Oh yeah, let me tell you, we got some,
Hey.
he's multilingual.
I have those letters too.
Wait,
There you go. Oh, Car has those letters. I believe, title reps have those letters
Give
as
me the
well.
first one. ETX what?
ETSY.
S is in sound?
Yeah, but car have.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
can
oh,
download
yeah.
Punto com. I just did it in Spanish for you. I can't do Mandarin. I'm telling you, I can't. Okay. ETSY.com. Etsy.com. Okay, I can't. Only Spanish and English. I can't do that. So that's what you do. You wait a month and you send a monthly updated mailer. And let me tell you the trick on the updated mailer. Do we want to buy labels? Absolutely. Why? Because our hands will cramp every time we send it. But you know what? They actually like it when you handwrite them.
It looks more like that.
It looks
Like a
professional.
person.
I believe that there is a company, I don't know it, you guys would have to Google, I'm not joking, that can actually send you like something that looks like it's handwritten, like the envelope's already pre-done, but that's investing quite a chunk of change for that. So you could do the labels and you could send it out there, or you can actually handwrite it, okay? But guess what, your monthly mailer, what should it contain?
A newsletter.
Well, if it's a newsletter, what should the newsletter contain?
Oh, an update for the market, how the market is working. And that day.
And what's going on in their neighborhood.
Thank you. What's going on in their neighborhood, the community? What are sellers? Let's just call it the way it is. Sellers are nosy, right?
Mhm.
They want to know what's going on in their neighborhood and their community. Why did the neighbor 2 doors away? Why did they list their house? What did they list it at?
For how much?
For how much, or if it's sold, for how much it's sold. So find out what's going on in that farm area so that you're consistent with it, so that you can send it out every month, send out something new. It doesn't have to, it could be like one full newsletter of, hey, this is where I see the market going. You can go on, obviously car title will probably have something. Even give them information about property taxes, something that's up and coming. These people probably do not know anything that's going on in the market, even though they may seem like it when we deal with them. It seems like they got their real estate license too, but no, they don't. Find something of value to send to them every month, okay? Okay, so it says it here, when to mail, 8 and 8 postcards, mail 1 card per week for 8 weeks. Okay, neighborhood update postcards, mail 1 card per month forever, beginning in the 3rd month. Okay, so the first one was a monthly newsletter. On the 3rd month, do like an update, a neighborhood update. So every quarter, listen, this is going very like pushing on them. Every quarter, send them a quarterly update. Hey, in your neighborhood, prices have increased X amount of percentage. We're seeing X amount of homes on the market. Give them your information. You'll get a free CRM. I don't know, a free Tumblr. I'll make a free public appearance and sign my autograph in front of your house. Find a way to capture their attention. Let me see. Now we're in the summer, so is the OC fair still going on?
Yeah, until the 12th.
Until the 12th of August? Dang, that's a short fair. Okay, well, find something that's going on in their area. I said OC because, people still go to the fair. If they didn't go to the LA County, they'll go to the OC fair. If there's, if you're in this area, okay, well, guess what? People like music, okay?
In the cities, sometimes they have events too.
Events in the park. So find something that will pique their interest, but you'll be always caught in their mind. Okay, what it says here, neighborhood update cards. The less information the card contains, the more likely it is to be read. So please do me a favor. I've seen some of these cards and I don't even have one of my own, and I didn't bring it. These postcards, oh my gosh. Let's see. Like, I want to say, it's like when you get a spam call, where they call you and they try to they say this whole long script and you can't even say anything in between. You have to wait for them to say it. I tend to cut them off from the beginning because I don't want to hear I don't want to hear the repetitive stuff, the script. No. Just give me the point. What's the point? I have a client. I think I mentioned this before, maybe in the last we went to class. I have a seller who, what does he love to do to me? He likes to send me in a text message a long Dear Diary letter. Do you think I like reading that? And my responses are he gives me this long text, my responses are like this. Because I just want him to get straight to the point. So in your postcard, make sure that the less it is, the better it is. Even if, no joke, this is an idea, this has been said numerous times, even if the postcard just has a QR code, send it to them, okay? What's a QR code? You can find it online. It's what we tend to do with our phones when you want more information, they have it online and then you just scan it and it links somewhere, even if it's that, do that.
The ones that I've seen that are really good, so all it says on the postcard is find the value of your home to scan.
Here, thank you.
And then people are okay.
Exactly. See how basic that is? We can't, how can I say it? There's that saying, we cannot reinvent the wheel. So why are we trying to do it if it's right there in our faces? It's just that no one is doing the work. So that's where we have to step our game and do the work so we could get the results. Okay, it says here, always mail postcards to your farm area because unsolicited envelopes rarely get opened. Did you hear that? Unsolicited envelopes rarely get opened. Postcards allow other eyes to view the content. Postcards should have a consistent professional appearance and be created around your business image. So let's talk about that, your business image. So what is your motto? Do you have a motto? Who are you? Do we know about you? I don't want, honestly, I've been in the business 40 something years. No one cares. No one does. Honestly, I hate to say that. They don't. They want to know that you're there. Like, hey, I'm your local realtor. Contact me for anything. I'm available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even if you say that and that's not what you do. Something that perks their attention. Okay? If you have a motto, I used to say, anyone can get a listing, professional closes them. Because anybody can get a listing, but a professional closes them. There's a difference. So if you have something that catches their attention, put it on the postcard. So it says here, these are update cards that you could try to do for the neighborhood. Home sold, average price. This is a basic one. This is easy. Look how simple it is. For more details or answers to any of your real estate questions, please call your phone number. It's something that you could write. The subdivision name means like Pomona neighborhood, Upland, West Covina, wherever your neighborhood is at, Fontana, put it up there. That's your update card. Says here, to increase your results, mail just listed, just sold summary cards to your farm, area quarterly. That's what we're talking about. So every quarter, Give them a summary of what's going on in that area. They want to know that. You can even, here's another idea, you guys. When you're doing your mailers, once like every month after you've done your 8 touches, talk to them about maybe investing in another property. Buying investment property, second home, downsizing. I'm giving you guys ideas. You guys should be writing them down. Downsizing, buying investment properties, finding a property that has an ADU. Give them those updates. What happens when you have an ADU? You get rental income. Talk about rental income. Talk about things that helps them gain growth in their investments. Their investment is what that they have right now, their home. Okay, so what are homeowners always wanting to know? How can they get what? More money, more value, more. I want to buy a mega yacht. What can I do if I have a house to buy a mega yacht? Okay, well, if I buy maybe investment property, it's the craziest ideas that homeowners have. They have goals. They want to send their children to university. They can they do it with their single family residence? Yeah, they could probably pull out a cash out refi loan, but no, have them invest somewhere where it's making them money, generating money for that. These are ideas that you guys can come up with so that you know what to send out. Okay, so this is what they say, the advanced approach. And so this is page 9, you guys, if you're following along on your workbooks. Okay. The advanced approach is I'm sorry, this could be not page 9.
Question?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you do this with your database too? Like send postcard or mail to do previous clients?
Of course. Absolutely. So let me backtrack for just a minute. If you already have a just sold, or if you have, maybe that just sold, maybe it was 2 years ago. Who cares? That neighbor or that person that you sold that home to, well, wouldn't it be good that you farm that client all over again? Because that client, guess what? Knows who? The neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
The neighbors will receive the same thing that your past client received. Don't you think that neighbors talk to each other? And say, hey, did you get this postcard? Oh my gosh, can you believe the values? So yes, you should be soliciting past clients as well as new clients, and obviously we'll be talking about future clients. Okay, so page 8, they say the advanced approach. So honestly, this is for the high-tiered agents, the ones that have no shame in their game. They are very confident. They're very straight shooters. Once you gain credibility, then do a quarterly result to the area. Okay, that's what we spoke about. So then they say do 12 monthly mailers. You're just listed just sold calls, call into the area. So it says here, once you firmly establish yourself as one who gets superior results in a neighborhood, you should market those results periodically with self-promoting postcards. Quarterly cards are added to monthly mailings. And here's another thing that they also mentioned in the momentum class. Here's a good example. I just sold one in Banning. Okay, well, Banning, it's way the heck, far. So what am I going to do? Am I just going to solicit that Banning area? No, I'm going to go to my farm area, and guess what? I just sold in Banning. Doesn't that make sense to do so? It doesn't have to be the neighborhood that I just sold the home. It could be the farm. Why? Because you basically tell the client, the homeowner, hey, not only is she farming this area, she's selling in other areas.
This is what I do, Liz. Just think about what you're saying right now. If, for example, right now, estate agents from here, that they will close soon Fontana. That's the area that I farm in.
Okay.
I'm gonna call them and ask permission to call them. As soon as I sold, to just make a phone calls in the area, just call.
You're gonna
just sold.
You're gonna contact. Wait, hold
the
on.
neighborhood. Okay, I'm gonna contact the agent and ask permission.
That just sold what?
No, I think it's better to ask them permission, because that's the area. That's their
turf.
they sold the house. But I can say, I'm not gonna say I sold that home. I can say my team sold that home. That's what I do. I'm always trying to do, even for a video, I try not to be in trouble with the agent, like you just mentioned, respect. I'm always call them, especially because I know them here. So I will do that.
Okay.
But if I don't have to, I know I don't have to, right? But I rather do that.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I am going to listen. Well, besides I'm going to listen. Yeah, hold on. I am going to plead the fifth. I am going to solicit anywhere, shape, way, form, whatever. As long, you know what, at the end of the day, I want to get in front of the client. If they remember me, they remember me. But here's the thing. I'm going to solicit that area knowing very well that I've done the 8 touches and that I've been in that person's face numerous times.
Okay.
That's where I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna just do it because a home just sold, because the one thing that could lead to that reaction could be, oh, well, wait a minute, you're waiting for me to sell that home to try to get business, But the backslash to that is like, you waited till I had to sell that home. Well, no, I didn't wait. I'm actually been farming this area more than 8 times. So I can solicit that area. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah. So that's the way I would approach it. So let's move on. Okay. So in this case, there are scripts that they do, we get to the scripts, they do the farming postcard. So they do the quarterly farming postcard. They want you to see why this was Sue Realtor. The results speak for themselves. So basically you could do something like this on a postcard where he talks about your ratios. And even if you don't have anything now, but you have maybe some past sales, your homes average a certain percentage or a certain price, the average days on the market. Obviously, we don't want to put something 142 days on the market because then they're going to be like, well, wait a minute. I want to get my home sold now. I don't want to wait 142 days. But they say here the above results are not by coincidence, they're by design. So I want to go to that saying. Your results are by design. You design your own, I want to say you design your own life. You design how you wake up every morning, how you start your day, how your work week is. So if you design systems to help your business, don't you think that the business would incrementally grow?
Right, yes.
Okay, so let's move on. So there's some farming dialogue. I'm not going to get into it. I think you guys can go into it. These are quarterly calls. These are scripts that they have within the momentum pages. You have page 9, 10. 9 and 10. Actually, I'm sorry, page 9, neighborhood farming dialogue. So after you've done your neighborhood farming, okay, you call them.
Only 10?
Just
9 and 10,
just
right?
page 9. Page 9.
Okay.
So you do, after you've sent out the mailers, the postcards, everything, guess what you could do?
Call them.
You can call them. Hey, this is Maria from Remax Champions. I'm not sure if you received my postcards, but wanted to touch bases with you because, I'm calling the neighborhood to see how everyone's doing. Did you know that the market in this area is blah, blah, blah? You can create a script for yourself, or you can read off of this. It's asking, it says here, have you been receiving my monthly postcards? Did you find information beneficial? You can actually take a survey, create conversation, take a survey. Hey, do you find my information helpful and resourceful? What would you like for me to send out? Or what would you like to read in my next set of postcards? They probably would be like, no, I don't want to receive your postcards. Okay, well, if they say that, you know what, I'm sorry, but I just want to get my name out there. And I want to be of a good resource to the community. Look how nice that sounds. I want to be a good resource to the community. You may not want to sell right now. Do you happen to know anybody that's wanting to sell? So when we're on the phone, we're supposed to be, a fountain of what?
Knowledge.
Thank you. Information, belief. We want to have them remember us. So if we're creating conversation, it should also get more information about them. You place them on your CRM. You could put them on a drip campaign. You can do anything you want to do. It's just a matter of how you decide to take the next step and approach. So yes, we have dialogues and we have scripts. And there's something that actually caught my eye, which I don't see people doing, but there's one agent in this company that does do it, and he does it extremely well. I think he's bought all the domains out there. Neighborhood websites.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love it when everybody says, oh.
No, I already done that. It didn't work for me.
Okay, what may not work for you may work for somebody else.
Right.
But at the same time, we can't knock it till we try it.
I
So
already done that.
neighborhood websites, but here's the thing, it depends on how you do it, because you know what, your postcards could say, look on pomona.com for the next update. You own the domain. You put your information out there. It's not just a domain, you have to place it on information. So if you're marketing strategically only to that certain area farm, hey, they may not want to call you right away, but they're gonna check out that domain. They're gonna be like, community events, look at, boom. If you have a QR code, if you have a QR code, they scan it and it can link to that.
In the postcard, we can send that.
Exactly. Wouldn't that be nice? So this is the advanced approach to get a domain name. You buy it, you promote it. It's a value that's added to your approach if you want to dominate your market area. The main thing for a smart farm is to have a system that is working for the agent. If the agent isn't working, again, we go back to that. The system has to work for you, and just in case if you're not working. I'd like to go on vacation for 2 weeks. Wouldn't I want my systems to work for themselves?
Yes.
How about if we have a family tragedy? You know, those are hard. It takes us away mentally, physically, and emotionally. But wouldn't we want our systems to work for themselves? Exactly. Remember, this is our business. If we lose sight of our business, it's gonna crumble. We don't want that. So neighborhood websites, they can include interesting, valuable real estate articles, neighborhood pricing updates, tax advantages. This is already in this form, and it's on page 10. You have all these ideas that you can place on this website content for neighborhood websites. Think about it. Getting a domain is probably like what, $1.99, $2.99? I don't even know. I don't think it's that expensive unless you really want it. Yeah, it's super cheap.
It's cheap.
What is it? GoDaddy.com.
GoDaddy.com, yeah.
Go and look for it, get it. And if you haven't done so, please get your domain name. Maria Mordana.
Yeah, I will get my domain.
Thank you. And Andy, I don't know how you want
I
to.
have it already.
You did? Okay, perfect. Vita, Adriana, all of you guys, get your domain name before someone takes it, because let me tell you, I didn't get my domain name that I really wanted. Someone got it and sideswiped me for it. I already had it, but I forgot to renew it. And when I wanted to get it, someone had already gotten it. And then the worst part, that they wanted to sell it back to me, and guess how much they want to sell it back to me for? Like $2,500. And I'm wondering, is it worth it? No, I'll just create another one, but I make sure that I keep getting it. Okay. All right, guys. So any questions so far? You guys learning something?
Unless.
Okay. So on these, just so you know, these packets here, they also, what I love about it, before I move on, look on page 9, please. What I love about it is that I think I mentioned there in our activities management systems class that we should have some type of activity, maybe a possible video, out there. Adriana, Andy, I'm waiting to see you in a video. Would you do a video?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, see, I can't wait to see your video. Okay.
I mean, I do my little reels when I go door
Oh, yeah,
knocking
no,
and stuff.
you're always in front. Maria's always in front of the camera. But what I like about this, that in these forms at the bottom, video opportunity for neighborhood farming. It says here, this is an easy script. If you could sell your home in the next 30 to 45 days, wouldn't you? Hi, my name is Elizabeth with RE/MAX, and the selling season is here upon us. As a realtor for 22 years of experience, my main focus and priority is you and your time frame. In fact, my roots run deep in real estate, so I feel strong connection to run deep in the city of West Covina. So I feel a strong connection to the community and therefore a duty to ensure the home selling process. This right here is a script for like a realtor that just started in the business, but I love it. This is a branding video script.
It's nice.
It's already,
Diana,
this is-
Diana,
listen.
it's time for you to do a video.
all you guys have to do is just like copy, paste, send it to the marketing team and start doing your branding videos. You heard me, guys. Page 9, video opportunity. This is a great branding video, so I'll say it again. Hi, my name is Elizabeth with Remax, and the selling season is here upon us. As a realtor for 22 years of experience, my main focus and priority is you and your time frame. In fact, my roots run deep in Los Angeles County. Put whatever county, whatever, start doing an appointment with the marketing team for your video opportunity. In these booklets, you'll see at the bottom of the scripts, you'll have video opportunities. Take it, run with it. Okay. Man, I think this coffee's got me because I'm like so hyped up. I'm so excited. I want to do a video
What do you
now.
get, Starbucks?
No, I got Remax Champions
Oh.
coffee. It's free. It's free and it has like 6 hazelnut creamers in it. Okay, let's move on, guys. Any questions so far?
No.
We got the whole 8 and 8, 8 weeks consistently marketing. We got the mailers, neighborhood, smart farms, geographic farms. What's our turnover rate, guys?
5 plus.
5+. Thank you. 5+. Who do you contact for that? Your title reps. Get them working for you because that's what they're there for. They're not just here to give us free pads and pens. They're there to work for us. All right. So, property call plan. So the no, do, and have a property calls. Okay, so obviously this is when you have listings. Okay, but it's important. So when you do have listings, obviously you market it, you have yard signs, you label the caller system. Okay, so this is the really important thing. Labeling the caller. We want to make sure that they're an actual buyer, client, future client. We are in this property call plan, in this booklet, you will have scripts. Again, the scripts come in. You'll have a script for the typical behavior, which you don't want to be typical. That's one. And then you have scripts for the whole, I'm already working with somebody, which I love it when they say that they're working with somebody because I feel like they're cheating on them and they're calling us and asking us for more information. So you have scripts in here. But what it tells you here is that you need to know your greeting dialogue, your labeling dialogue, your justification dialogue. Obviously, with the property call plan, you have to have a list. You have to have a listing, which we already know about, but you also have a tracking sheet because you want to know out of that signed call, how many people are calling you for information. Okay. So when it comes down to this, page 14 says you need to check your attitude. I think I've spoken to you guys about this in the beginning of the class. Why do we need to check our attitude?
Because the attitude is important in a business.
Well, it's because it's one of your nonverbal communications. If you have a bad attitude, you might not show on your face. They can feel it because we can feel people's energies. They can feel that you're not in it. You're gonna turn them off.
Exactly. I'll give you a quick little thing. In Spanish, my mom, when I was growing up, okay, so everybody said, like, they'll probably say, no, I never lied before. Okay, or they'll say like they fibbed. Okay, well, in my case, it was a little bit harder because when I would lie to my mom, guess what?
She knows.
She knew. How does she know? Because it's showing in my face, little expression.
Because she knows you.
And obviously a mom knows her kid. Okay, but even if it wasn't my mom, people would know. Why? Because I have the worst poker face ever. But I mean, if I'm gambling, no, I have a good poker face. But if I'm not feeling something, I hate to say it, it shows right here. So even as I got older, what she would tell me in Spanish, no pongas cara. Para de poner cara. What does that mean? Don't put a face. Change that face. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? She goes, I can see it. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. And it would just be right there. So in this case, we got to check our attitude. So it says here, real estate sales beliefs. Real estate sales can be a get-rich business. True or false?
True.
Real estate sales is basic.
True.
Real estate sales is a task business.
True.
I will not convert 100% of the leads I do not generate.
It's true.
True. People will trust and follow what I can logically and tangibly explain.
Correct.
That's absolutely correct. It's unacceptable to leave the client's money on the table.
That is correct.
That's right.
Okay, so those are our beliefs. Now, let's continue. Let's check your attitude when it comes down to buyers' beliefs. Number one, time. I said this in the last momentum class. Time is what? Of the essence. Do we have time for wasted time?
No.
No. Time. Buyer reveals all, and we have to have a process or a system to know about this buyer. Time is everything. Don't waste time working with, time is everything. Don't waste time working with unmotivated buyers.
Right.
Vita, we had a nice conversation, I believe it was last week. You have a wonderful client that you keep being her Uber driver from Long Beach to the Inland Empire, back to Long Beach and all around the globe. We need to work on that. And I think this will help you, and I'll tell you why. Buyers always say that they're looking, but they are not. And they're wasting what? Our time. Okay. And our gas, and you know what? I don't got time for that. And you know what? Not even gas, because right now I'm driving an all-electric vehicle. They're wasting my charge, okay? It's like a cell phone. I'm getting charge anxiety when it's like 30%. They want me to go heave-ho all over the place. Thank you.
I drive it easy.
Yeah, thank you. I can't. I get anxiety, and then I have to look for the next charging station, and then guess what? It's taken up by a bunch of other electric vehicles.
Working.
Yeah, there's another one. So, okay. So next, a buyer needs to be what is called MQL. What does that mean? Motivated, qualified, loyal. They are the only ones I need to focus on. And they need to, guess what? They need to be a 3 out of a 3. Motivated, qualified, and loyal. So Vita, that person that you have, she does not even rank 3 out of the 3. No, she doesn't. I'm not picking on you, but you gave me the best example, so I hope this
No,
helps.
in the end, I told her, so like, no, you are very good friend, but bad client, so we can keep us our friends.
Hey, she told her, you're very good, you're a bad client. Okay, well, let's go back to that. Okay, let's take it back. So the number 3, it says here, having a process reduces the risk that comes with buyers. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
If we have a process and systems, it reduces the risk of the buyers. We are not Ubers and Uber drivers. I know that I did not sign up to do Uber or Lyft. Okay, because no.
And we're not door concierges too. They have another agent, unless they're willing to work with you.
Yes, that's another one. I 100%
They
agree
gotta
with that.
sign that agreement.
Yep, I have them
not
sign my
going.
BRE. What is that? We'll talk about that in another class. But honestly, I am not opening doors for anybody. No. They have to be what? Motivated, qualified, and loyal. Loyal to who? To me as their agent, knowing that I'm going to get them in their home. MQL, remember, we have to have 3 out of the 3. We have to have a system that proves it and prevents the risk. Number 4, serious buyers don't have problems meeting with you. Don't you agree?
Yep.
Serious buyers do not have a problem meeting with you. If they're serious, they will meet with you. And why? And you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. They don't want to meet with you because of something. Well, guess what? Guess what happened during COVID?
Emails.
No, we did Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom. Oh, you don't want to meet with me? Well, guess what? We have smartphones and droids, and we have FaceTime, and droids have also Google Face or whatever. Okay? There's always a way to meet. The first test of motivation is meet with me so that we can get focused on buying a home. That's where I talk to them about the expectations that I have from them and the expectations that they're going to get from me. Okay? Yes, sir.
Do you have like a script you do for that as well?
It's not in the momentum booklet. I do have something, and I can talk to you afterwards in regards to that. But I do have something. Yes,
The
sir.
one that tells you I'm working with another agent, sometimes you want to probe a little deeper, sometimes they just say that, so you stop bothering them, because after my last 2 deals,
They came back?
I actually got them from somebody else.
Okay, so I'm glad that you said that. So remember, there are scripts in here that if they're talking to another agent, you can still probe them. You can still interact with them. Put them on your CRM system. Have it like go out once a week, just, hey, how's it going? Or even a text message. Hey, how's it going? I hope everything's going right with your home searching finds, okay?
I'm trying to ask them, so when you're working with so-and-so, out of curiosity, why did you call me? You exactly, find out.
See, these cheaters, that's why they say buyers are liars. I mean, these people, they just know how to work the system, but we should know how to work them, okay? Now, it says here, the first test of motivation is to have them meet with you so you can get focused on their motivation. In momentum, they say that this is the hot stove belief. You know why? Because agents won't do this. They're like, no, I don't need to meet with them. No, I don't have to see them face to face. No, I can meet with them at the first showing. You guys can continue doing that. But the reason that's why it's called a hot stove belief is because in a hot stove, what happens? You tell your child or you tell the person, don't touch the hot stove. Why? Because you're going to get burned. Continue getting burned until your whole arm falls off. Then probably you'll have an aha moment and then you'll figure out, oh, you know what? I should have met with them. Or I don't know why they ghosted me. Or I don't know why they didn't meet with me at the first property. Oh, I just found out that they bought a home or an escrow with another agent. You did not find out if they were motivated, qualified, and loyal to you. You didn't, the 3 out of 3 were out the door. You guys just went straight for the kill to try to be with them. That's not how it works. Create systems and a process and you'll do fine. It says here, a buyer for an MQL. Number 5, a buyers deserve my immediate time and attention. So Vita, that lady that had you going to Long Beach, to the IE, to the mountains, to the rivers, to the oceans.
For see the shiny
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like
You avoid all that doing buyer's presentation.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I go by cities. 5 maximum houses. per
No, this
city.
lady had her running around like a chicken without a head.
Oh, yeah, for around 6 months, so like that.
Exactly. If we were to have stopped that early on, you would have been missing on other opportunities that are out there. Okay. So number 1, and we want an A buyer. What is a buyer? Not a paper. No. A buyer means that they're vital, that they need you, that they're MQL, motivated, qualified, and loyal. Number 2, a B buyer. This is how you can differentiate each buyer. A B buyer is only relevant and you can delegate them somewhere else. Delegate them to a CRM system, a drip campaign, whatnot. A C buyer, which is what Vita had. A buyer that doesn't deserve my immediate time or attention. I know that's harsh. It hurts mi corazoncito like really hard. It really does. But honestly, like, I'm heartbroken. But honestly, that buyer does not deserve my attention. And you know that they're gonna feel it. And when they feel it, guess what? They'll come back. It's just a matter of how you deal with them. They'll come back. C buyers are in the business we are in the business to find homes for MQL buyers, not C buyers. Are we agreed? Typical property dialogue. So next slide, I'm on my slide and you should be on page 15. Typical buyer calls. This is a typical buyer call. When they call you, hello, I'm calling about your listing on 123 Easy Street. These are typical things that we would say. What would you like to know? The caller, how much are they asking for? A typical response that we give. Price is at 150. And like I don't know, in the desert. How many bedrooms does it have? The house has 4 bedrooms. The caller says, okay, thank you. Typical answer that we always give. No problem. And guess what we always say? I never get a good lead. Because this dialogue is, it's random. This doesn't even lead me to a conversation or relationship with this person.
So they give all the information the
You
person
didn't
is.
finding out about the person.
They didn't
Why are
find
they
out
calling
anything
you?
about the
Are they
person.
working with
Are they
anybody
working with an
pre-approved?
agent? Exactly. Or have you gotten pre-qualified? Let me talk to you about what we have going on within our in-house, mortgage company. We have a ton of programs. I don't know anything because we gave them typical responses.
Yes.
Are we the typical agent?
Mm-mm.
No. Now here's a saying. If everyone is going north, Are you going north or should you be going south?
So,
Thank you. I wanna go to freaking Mexico. I want some tacos. I wanna go to the heat. I want some tacos.
I can take you Guatemala, so don't worry.
So there's a saying, if everyone is going north, you need to go south. You need to get out of your comfort zone. So why are we in our comfort zones? Anybody? Because that's what we're used to. In activities management class, the first momentum source, we have to learn to do what? Be uncomfortable. If we continue being comfortable, we're in phase 1. We don't level up to phase 2, and we sure as heck do not go to phase 3. So we need to give information, get into labeling. So we're giving information. This is page 16, guys. We're on page 16.
15, no? This is 15.
Ay, perdón.
Yeah, this is 15.
Are you gonna go through the whole book, Elizabeth?
I'm going through the whole book.
We have to go through this. I have a phone. I have to.
We're going through the whole book. So you gotta give it information, get into labeling, and get into closing. Get into labeling, meaning you need to get into knowing who the client is, who the buyer is. Are they gonna waste your time? Are they an A buyer, B buyer, or C buyer? And get into closing. Closing them out on saying, hey, you know what? I can help you. Let me know what your farm area is or where you want to move. Let me send you an email. Give me your email address. I'll contact you periodically. That's how you create a relationship. Okay. There's going to be buyer dialogues and scripts that are going to be given to you in the momentum thing. You guys can go along with that and view it. Okay. So let's move on. Let's go to when a caller is ready to buy. Caller is ready to buy. The yes and using no process. Okay. Once relevant information has been provided, you must label the caller by asking, are you currently in the market for a new home? So if anybody's contacting you, wanting to know about a home, wanting to know about anything, you know what your answer, your question should be? How are you going about finding your perfect home? Because that sounds better. How are you going about finding your perfect home? They're going to be like, perfect. Well, yeah. Perfect home, because it'll be perfect because it's going to be your home. How are you going about buying a perfect home? So obviously there's scripts right there where it says, how would you like to use a proactive process that will ensure you to get the home you want and the home you want the home you get? What would that entail? You see, the scripts are already in here for you to speak to the client. How are you going about buying a perfect home? If they're working with another agent, ask them, what system are you using with that agent to get you into your perfect home? That's the confidence level you guys have to have with speaking to these people or these callers, and find out, are they motivated, qualified, and loyal? Remember, MQL. If you ask them what system and process that other agent is using to get them into the perfect home, don't you think that they're going to start thinking twice? Oh, wait a minute. There's a system? There's a process? I'm unsure about that. I don't know. They're lost. If they're lost, it's your game. All right, guys, let's move on. We're going to callers ready to buy. This is a video opportunity. We're moving forward with callers ready to buy video opportunity. This is the bottom of page 17. You guys look at these scripts, use them. Because I can't use them for you, because you guys can do the videos. I don't need to do the videos for you. Videos are super easy. Don't get shy about them. Hey, this is a video opportunity. Hey there, I'm super excited to be meeting you at your home tomorrow. This is what you should be doing to send out to your clients. A few things I want to share with you ahead of time. Please have XYZ documents ready so you can go and make the most of our time together. Also, I'd love to know, what is your go-to coffee order? Isn't that nice? So when your guys are showing properties, this will be when the person's ready to buy and you're going to show properties. You know what I do when I show properties? I have bags already made. They're red. They say Remax Champions on it. Guess what's inside the bag?
Water.
There's 2 waters, especially it depends on how many people are going. 2 waters. I probably have a marketing piece in there, maybe my calendar for the rest of the year. And I also have a flyer that says the buying process. And it's already in there. And when I see them and I meet with them, I could do the whole Starbucks order. I didn't know I was gonna be a barista, but I could do the whole Starbucks order where I get them an order and guess what? I go and have them and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I know this is our first home that I'm showing with you guys, but here you go. I wanted you guys to have this before we go into show. Long lasting
Do
instructions.
we have the Remax branded flyer ready to go, ready for the buying process that we can just download?
I think they have the logos and you can just put it on Word.
But there isn't like a form.
There's not a template. No.
Just create our own.
Create your own. So you see, that sounds good. So think about it that way. You guys are going up and beyond with a buyer. Okay? Let's move along because we're almost done actually.
Those flyers that your lender can provide to you, so you can ask lender. Because you give your lender business, so what they.
That's my lender right there. Can I have some flyers, lender?
The flyer's gonna be easy.
She's my lender too.
That's my lender. Can I have some flyers?
That's not a problem. It's gonna be really basic.
Can I just Lady Gaga your flyers in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lady Gaga, I don't know what that means, but sure.
Plagiarize it.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I'll put it to you this way. You gotta do what you gotta do to get the business, because what, is the business coming to us? No, we have to be patient for the business. Are we gonna be sitting, I say this all the time, we are not gonna be sitting marinated in our seats expecting for someone to come and hand us a lead. We have to go get it ourselves, okay? So, let's move forward. Okay. This one is going to be. Okay, the team, we already spoke about this. This is when you're gonna have to meet with them. So I think we're already ahead of this ballgame, which I'm pretty happy about because I'm telling you, this coffee's got me going, you guys. Okay. Looker is working with another agent. We're in the process of using, the consultant is you. Are you currently in the market for a new home? Yes. How are you going about finding your perfect home? We are working with an agent. How many of us got that? All of us. Yes. All of us. The consultant, what process are you using to guarantee you get the home you want? And more importantly, want the home you get? Look at the client's gonna be like, I'm not sure what you mean. They're gonna be so confused, like, what? Consultant, did your agent invest time on the front end defining your perfect home, making sure of your financial parameters, and thoroughly discussing the roles and expectations necessary for a successful working relationship? Damn. I don't know about you guys, but if Natalia's speaking with me and I'm the buyer, she's telling me this, am I more prone to want to dump who I'm with and go with her? Oh yeah. You know why? That sounds like a financial strategist. Like I feel like I'm going to oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to invest my 401k, which I probably am, which is the most important thing in my life, into a home. But I guess what I want to do with someone that can communicate like that. Let me touch bases on communication, guys. Listen, we either have maybe either a language barrier, maybe we go about it speaking slang. It doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to communication with the client, is I'm not saying use big words or read the dictionary before you go into work every day. But if you properly know how to speak, enunciate your words, and know how to really get in there and close the client and believe in the words that you say, you have got them like that. Remember that, guys. All right, hang in there because we're almost done. Then we have this. We've gotten this. Caller is not currently ready to buy. Okay, so when you're calling people, because I want to talk to you guys about this. This is when you guys are cold calling. If they're saying, this could be a client that says, no, I don't have anybody I'm not selling, but you can always ask, they're not ready to buy or they're not ready to sell. Do you know anybody that's ready to buy? So this might be a lot for you guys because we're going back and forth on the buying and the selling part, but when you're cold calling that neighborhood farm, if the seller's not ready to sell and they're not ready to buy, because they could even keep their home and buy another property, if they're not ready to do any of that, based on the conversation and the relationship that you have with them, you can ask them, if you're not currently ready to sell or buy a brand or another home, do you have a referral? This is a referral opportunity, and we're on page, I believe, 22, okay? This is a referral opportunity, which is great, you guys, because they might have been captivated by your conversation. They're gonna remember you, especially because you've already done those 8x8 touches. So they know, they're expecting your phone call, believe it or not. They're gonna expect it. You might not believe it, but they are, because they've already seen you 8 weeks in a row. And now you're harassing them. No, just kidding. But now they're gonna be like, you know what? No, I don't have any, I'm not ready to buy, I'm not ready to sell. Well, you know what? I understand that, and I'm gonna keep you in my system just so that I can follow up and touch bases with you. Will that be okay? Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be perfect. Hey, out of curiosity, would you happen to know anybody that's looking to buy or sell? It doesn't ever hurt to ask. You have to push the envelope. We cannot be stuck with that limited resource that we have. We have to push a little bit further. We're not information givers. We need to label the caller. So just because we're giving information, we need to label this caller. Label the caller as, you know what, not looking right now. I'll keep them on a drip campaign, so on and so forth. It tells you, it gives you an idea of the know, the do, and have a property calls. You market, you home ads, label the caller. Obviously, the same thing as in the previous slides that we have. When it comes down to direct, now let's move over to direct response marketing. This you can run on social media. This is a lot, guys, but this is really important because it gives you an overview of what dealing with sellers, buyers, social media, video opportunity. This momentum course in itself has I think maybe 3 or 4 classes that I can pull out from here and just do little by little on. Direct response marketing. This is when you do social media ads. First time buyers, why rent when you can own? You've seen this, right? On social media, I used to do this. Why rent when you can own? Free list of homes are available for under $1,200 a month. Well, obviously not $1,200 a month, but you know.
These are ads or these are posts that you do?
These are ads. And you can do them as posts. So that's a good one too. You can do them as a post.
Yes.
You can do real estate, first time home sellers, free report, 100 ways to sell your home fast and more money. Call now. You don't even have to put your information. You just do that. They'll call. They'll want to know. Fixer upper, bargains and low prices. Okay, so if that's your thing, like fixer upper, flips, and all that stuff, you can do that too. Let me tell you, there's a lot of investors out there that are looking for the next flip. And every time they call me, I go, get in line, because you are one of 1,000 that I get all the time.
So right now is another opportunity to put over here, was I thinking that people who have a I-team, is at 3.5% down payment.
Yeah, I just qualified Maria's for her I-10, 3.5% down payment. I-10, 3.5% down payment. Okay, but I gotta tell you something, hold on. Let's just keep it real. That program, and for anybody that wants to know, understand this, that program is a great program for I-10 buyers. Don't expect to close it right away. These are programs that I hope that when you put one into escrow, you let it go, and you're looking for another opportunity.
So how long is that?
60-day escrow.
Oh, wow. Well, I have a lender that close in 30 days, but it's 10%.
It's still a long program. So
I close in 30 days, but it's 10% down payment.
yeah. So why do I want to go 10% if I go 3.5?
Well, it depends on the client.
Regardless, any client that you have that you're in escrow with, let them go. Like you get them in escrow, boom. Next client. The idea is keep the wheel moving. Get it going.
I say, but to put this in the
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. Okay. So let's move forward. We are on page 24. 25, because this thing is so off. Okay. Accountability is key. What gets measured gets done, right, guys? Can you agree to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Vita has been nice enough to send me her accountability, and I know you haven't done it all.
You have to respond me, I tell you what's up.
Oh, no, I'm
So
looking at it, but I'll ask, I'm curious to know is, out of everything, did you complete it?
no, the last Tuesday and Friday, I have a personal stuff to do, but I work Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so, but can you agree that what gets measured gets done?
Yes.
Exactly, so accountability, guys, what gets measured gets done, so you need to track your calls, track your work week, what are we doing, what days are we working? We spoke about this in activities management series, we're talking about it again today in this momentum class. Accountability is key. What you track is what gets done, and what doesn't get done, guess what, it rolls over to the following day. Remember that, okay? So keep that in mind, that's on page 25 of your worksheets. And I will finish this off because we're at the end right now. I will finish this off with the just listed sold plan. So we can move to page 28. Are you guys learning something?
No.
Honestly,
Yes.
this coffee is like really, I mean, I'm telling you.
Can I ask you too?
I mean, you know what? Is that free coffee downstairs?
Downstairs.
I don't, I need,
Well,
walk me in.
I'll walk you. Okay,
Please.
I will be your barista for the afternoon. I'm saying.
I got a
won't
shot
be
of you
you.
anyway, so.
Okay, just listed sold plan. So when you list a property, what do? You go and market it. You market it to your neighbors, to everywhere. Basically, you're doing the same thing that we spoke about in the beginning of this class. 25 door knocks. If you don't get numbers to contact the neighbors after that, do an extra 25, so now you have 50 door knocks. But you need to be proactive about the approach. You have to door knock your just listed, and you also do the door knocking of the just sold. If you have an open house, do you door knock it? Absolutely. Should you cold call it? Absolutely. Why? So that they know who they're going to see at the open house. They get an idea of who you are, and they're not scared of walking in and be like, I'm just looking. No, they already know, hey, Natalia, can someone turn on that light? Can someone, hey, Natalia, hey, good to see you. I saw your postcard. I got your phone call. I got your invitation. Okay? It's like a party, except it's an open house. We give information of the neighborhoods, be proactive about the approach. 50 calls about the listing if you can't get the numbers, and you add 50 to your door knocks.
Do you do like a preview open house with neighbors? Something to get them like sandwich platter, but only do a preview for them only?
That actually works, yes. I have done that, and it's cheap, because you just get a sandwich platter for a freaking, exactly, they're already made.
Or popcorn,
Little coffee, a
candies
little,
and cookies, that's it.
Yeah.
couple boxes of high C, put it over there.
Exactly, Capri Suns, right, yeah, or waters with your name on it, labeled, Etsy.com. Okay, you mailed 275 total contacts. So again, if you're doing all of this on just sold and just listed, remember you door knock that whole area. This actually is the same thing as your open houses. We're almost done, guys, so I'm glad that you guys we're almost finished. Basically, at the end of the day, this is a tool belt dialogue. You have to be in prime fashion and prime approach for good opportunity. So honestly, guys, I'm gonna forward over to page 63.
60?
Oh, no, my slide 63, excuse me.
Oh.
Sorry. Yours is going
I said like,
to,
okay.
Just so that one?
Oh, 30, it is 32.
32. Again, it says here, again, it says what gets measured gets done, guys. So you must keep yourself accountable. How are you keeping track of your business? We all should be keeping ourselves accountable. Vita's done good. She text messages me late at night. I know to get a text message from her at 11 o'clock at night, so I see it the following morning at 5:40 in the morning. I'm like,
Yeah, sometimes I take her to 11, 30, 30, it's like, oh, this is late.
but it's fine because you're being consistent with it.
I'm going to take a picture of this, so I'm going to fill it out and just take a picture instead of the text message.
Oh, I like this.
I
Okay.
make my own agenda, so I'm going to make a book of that.
I really like this. She created her own agenda, especially she color coordinated it.
And there's the weekly
Are you trying to score brownie points? Because honestly, this is
Did
great.
she get any points?
I mean, are you getting points?
No points, I'm going to set, that the poor is going to be a poor agenda.
Weekly numbers. What are you doing with those glasses? Are
The
those
prescriptions, yeah, I can't see without the prescription.
I love this.
I mean, I love this. Listen, guys, she did her schedule where she writes, today is my best day. She has it like outlined with the time and what she's going to be doing. I'm grateful for, which is good. That's a good way of, honestly, that's good motivation. You're grateful for what? Waking up every day and that you have another day here in life. To your to-do list, follow-ups, important calls, and what your wins are. And this is super important. If you don't have a win at the end of the day, then I feel like you failed because you should have gotten a win. Okay? Today's target and accomplishments, hours prospecting, contacts, leads. I really like this.
You can keep it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I really like this. And then
I have the.
Oh, I got it.
That's 2 points?
That's 2 points.
I have the how do you say
The template.
Yeah, I have the template, so I'm going to make a quarterly book.
That's
agenda
amazing.
for that.
That is amazing. Weekly numbers. So she has her weekly numbers, the data up here, leads generated for buyers and sellers, appointments set for buyers and sellers, total hours prospect. How I can improve these numbers? She already has something set up for herself.
that's perfect.
I love this because that's pretty much similar to this, but I like this. This is really, really nice.
I will send the quarterly agendas if you like it.
You'll sell it.
Where?
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So I wanna
so.
I want to finish this off with this, and I'm going to repeat myself because I did it again, but I did it before. I'm going to do it again because it's important. You must keep yourself accountable. How are you keeping your track of your business? This is part of the operational model, okay? To leverage off your relationships and network approach with systems. If we have no systems in place, our business is going to collapse.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that finishes our momentum class.
Thank you.
Any questions? Any questions about momentum?
Are you okay?
Because I'll be your barista in the next half
No,
hour.
no, I just kind of, right now, the only going through my mind is how to design those postcards.
Go on wisepelican.com and honestly, it'll help. It will.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the other stuff I know how to do is the technical side of things. Like videos, that was great, but yeah.
We got the marketing team.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys, and remember, I want to refresh your memories. At the bottom of these pages, there's video opportunities. So literally copy, paste them, send them over to Justin and be like, bro, I want to get in front of the camera. There you go.
You emailed us already.
Thank the Lord. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that.
I'll be next.
Andy will be next. Adriana, I mean, sometime in the next decade.
I know. We can help guide
I
you
have a
with
question, Elizabeth,
Yes.
because can I use
Or YouTube, or
the
YouTube ads.
change
No,
this a
yeah.
little bit like you said?
You can always change it.
You can
Because I didn't say anyhow, so but can I use the reference like just in your neighbor just sold this house and blah 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 blah?
So you can always say, hey, my name is Adriana from Remax Champions. Did you know that did you know that your neighbor's home just sold on 123 ABC Street? It sold for this. Are you aware of that? Oh, yes, I'm aware of it. Did you know that they originally bought it for this and sold it for this? You can make anything.
Oh, okay.
Make up anything to help work for you.
Mhm.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, guys. So I hope you guys end with a win today. You guys already won coming to this class. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Perfect, thank you.
Very nice, Vita.
Thank
Look
you.
at you.